Hey guys, OgreBarberian here, and we're back for another in-depth character analysis. This time, Jessica Cruz, Green Lantern Co-Defender of Earth. She recently got her update. She now has a different gear set that makes her a more offensive character. She now is a special striker, so she'll have high intelligence ratings. Let's take a look at her skills real quick. Her basic attack, special damage to an enemy, and apply an intelligence down if just Cruz is shielded. This goes up to 3 intelligence downs, which makes her really good in dealing additional special damage, just like Zatanna. Upgrade for this is 65% chance to strike twice if an ally is dead. Now, this is definitely worthwhile if you're planning on running a team that, revolves around that. Now, note that it does say an ally is dead. It does not say that if they have died. So, there is a difference. So, somebody has to actually be dead and stay dead for this to matter. Alright, and her second attack is an AoE, special damage to all enemies, gain 20% shield if she is not debuffed. And this actually goes up to 30% shield and gets some pretty decent damage on top of it. Damage 40% per dead ally. Again, relying on number of dead allies. So if she is the last member standing, she has 120% bonus damage. And then in Brightest Day, her shielding ability, apply 11% shield to all allies, plus 15% shield per dead ally. So basically what this means is that every ally is going to get a chunk of shields. So, and then if somebody's dead, they get bonus shields. Basically, they would have gotten the shield on the fourth ally. All the other allies get that shield. Essentially, is the short version. 11, 13, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30%. 30% shield is pretty saucy. All things considered, this is the second most shield, I think. Only to Dr. Fate. And then the legendary upgrade on this is also apply 3 affinity defenses up and plus 2 affinity defense ups per dead ally. So again, Jessica Cruz cares about the number of dead allies and distributes her shields and defenses according to how many are actually alive. So the more that are dead, the more bonus that people are going to get on top of. So if one ally is dead, you're going to get 45% shield and 5 affinity defense ups. Now, affinity defense is a thing that has not been in the game up till this point. What it is it reduces the amount of damage that these characters take from the affinity they are weak to. So Jessica Cruz, being an energy character, is going to take less damage from a mystical character. A physical character will take less damage from an energy character. A mystical character will take less damage from a physical character. So, that being said, I think it is definitely worth an early upgrade. I really like this power. The affinity defense is really handy. Alright, and then we have her passive, Not Afraid. 20% chance to purge 1 debuff from self at the beginning of every turn. Jessica Cruz, or legendary upgrade, Jessica Cruz gains 65% shield at the start of battle. This is a huge amount of shields, so it's definitely worth an early upgrade. And the power goes from 20% to 30, 40, 50% chance and can purge up to 2 debuffs off of her per turn. So she's very much like Superman in that she wants to be debuff clear. So I think it's a very powerful upgrade, and definitely another one that's worth considering very early on in the upgrade cycle when you're upgrading her. And then her team leader ability. When an ally dies, gain 30% shield. If already shielded, gain 3 intelligence ups and 3 agility ups. Now, also, this is very much exactly like Deathstroke's. So she's going to get a bunch of agility ups, a bunch of intelligence ups, and up to 50% turn meter when an ally dies. It's almost exactly like Deathstroke's. And then the legendary for this, gain death immunity when an ally dies. That is, I think, a very big difference between her and Deathstroke. She will gain death immunity instead of awareness. So, the awareness is fairly easy to eat through depending on what your composition is. But death immunity is one of those things that's a little bit harder to get rid of. So, definitely worth an upgrade if you're going to use her as a leadership. Ever. So, It's always nice to have that fallback plan if things do go south and you start losing characters. Let's go ahead and take a look at some team comps for her. Now, this is the standard comp that you would run with Deathstroke. Now, that being said, it doesn't work quite the same way with Jessica Cruz, because she cares about the number of dead allies. Now, the reason this one works here is because her leadership cares when they die, not if they are dead like her other skills. So you do get the chance to use that part of her kit, at least, with this composition. I don't personally like this composition. I do, however, really like this composition. You got Assault Warsuit Lex Leader, whose leadership says whenever he receives a buff, the member who buffed him gets a bunch of turn meter and some affinity ups, and if it's legendary, will also grant like 8% shield on top of that. And then you have Penguin, who on his turn, on his team-wide shield buff, if you took the legendary upgrade, it grants affinity resistance. Right? And then Jessica Cruz, who on her shield with the upgrade can grant affinity defense. And then Hippolyta, with her team shield, grants a bunch of agility ups. So you're literally increasing every defensive stat you have on these characters. This is going to just be so tanky. And then Lex on top of that is giving each of them 8% shield whenever they use that buff. Very tanky team. You know, good spread of abilities. And it's just going to be really hard and annoying for your opponents to take down. It's one that I'm personally considering on using at some point because I really like the idea of this composition. And then we have another composition here for Jess. With her as the leader, you got Harley Quinn, who is going to apply intelligence downs with her AoE. And then, of course, the taunt to protect the rest of the team. Dr. Fate, who on his shielding will also grant hit chance ups and intelligence ups if he has that upgrade. And then Zatanna, who on hit will also reduce intelligence. So you have everybody who cares about intelligence and dealing special damage, and there's just a lot of really fun things to be had here. I think this is just very heavy special damage and just all around goodness. And one more team that I didn't actually make on my list before I started, but I just remembered that I thought was really funny. Was this one. So, you know, Jessica Cruz leadership, Swamp Thing, Penguin, and Joker. Now, Penguin and Joker both have death triggers. So, meaning when they die, they have a special move that goes off. Penguin fires off his Henchy attack, and Joker will fire off a special move that deals a bunch of true damage and puts a bunch of bleeds on everybody. And then Swamp Thing, when he dies, has the chance to revive those characters to, yet again, give even more craziness. So this is going to be a really hard team to take down because you have to possibly take them down twice. You have to, you know, fight through all those death triggers, and you could still lose. Like, it's just going to be really annoying. And every time somebody dies, Jessica Cruz gets buffed. She's going to be really hard to take down because Swamp Thing hands out overheals and mends, and then she hands out shielding. Penguin hands out shielding. Like, it's every time an opponent dies, Joker's going to get a buff, or overhealing rather. So yeah, it's just one of those teams that I think is really fun and could be a lot of annoying to take down. So leave a comment, like, subscribe. As always, enjoy and grind on.